let me tell you today, it's easier to coach somebody who doesn't know basketball than coaching somebody who already knows.
Every coach has a story, and Coach Ken's journey is one built on passion, sacrifice, and a deep love for the game.
You see, where work is as a people is in the grassroots.
From his early days as a player to leading and mentoring the next generation, he continues to leave a lasting impact on basketball both on and off the court. Coach Ken draws inspiration from basketball legends such as Michael Jordan, whose relentless pursuit of excellence continues to influence his approach to the game. Beyond basketball, his greatest motivation comes from desire to impact lives, mentor young athletes, and create opportunities that extend far beyond the court.
I love empowering these young kids to do sports. If they can get what I tell them, someone else will also see it, and that's how they get the opportunity to go.
He's currently coaching Eagle Wing Basketball Club and is deeply committed to helping the team excel and achieve success not only on the basketball court but also in life. And today, Coach Ken is here to share his basketball philosophy and reveal the winning mentality that separates champions from the rest.
Coach.
You're ready?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you. Thank you very much for having me here today. It's an honor to be with you and also to see your team work. And we do understand you've really contributed a lot to the Kenyan basketball, and you have transformed lives. You have inspired the youth, including myself. I was under you. You were coaching me when you were running Hotel. Yeah, so it's a good evening, and thank you very much for joining Football Press. So maybe you can introduce yourself.
Thank you. First of all, I really appreciate you for coming. Remember that there's once, is it a coach who coached you who inspired you to play this game, and actually empowered you to do better. And you are able to come back again and now look at those guys who are achieving basketball and find out what are they doing that people should emulate.
Yes.
Now, I'm Ken Gilliak. I played this basketball years back. I started playing basketball in 1982. High school, won more than 3 championships at St. Teresa's Boys.
Okay.
Yeah. St. Teresa's Boys, President Kanano Tunga, also we performed to national. And actually we did well, if not for the E10. We beat them in the final in Mombasa. But that was not to be the end of my basketball career. After leaving high school, I was called by Kenya Airways. There's a time they were going for Kikoso, and through my hard work and within the tournament, guys have seen my work, guys have seen the ethics, the basketball journey that I had, the knowledge of basketball that I had. So I was called by KQ to support them in Kikoso. So that's now where actually I started building my game more.
Okay.
I got an opportunity to coach Kenya's girls team. That's what started my journey with coaching. After KQ, I proceeded to start Cooperative Bank.
Yes.
Cooperative Bank is a team that came in late 1999. I'm the founder. I started from the scratch, rooted players, put them together, and we started winning actually in the league. We were new in the league. Many people laughed at us. They say, no, this is a young team. I don't think they'll make any difference. And the same year, we were able to beat somewhat big teams in the league. And in fact, we went up to the finals. And we're a young team. Just guys from school. Some of them are still in university, coming back and they go back to school. So I saw it as a player coach then. I thought I had this gift. I had this gift of coaching. And from then, even after the Cooperative Bank, after the Somali fight, we got players and coaches from Somali.
Okay.
So I brought them to my team. So we had a coach by the name Osman Ali.
Okay.
Actually, who took us through. And he managed to help us win 2 championships. Yes. And then after him, we got George Ogola. Ogola was one of the foster players. Who also came to be a coach.
Okay.
So he also won the team. But I would say the foundation that Osman Ali put, he did help going through up to winning this championship. Because the first one also was Smart, the late Master Lumbo, who also carried the flag of Cooperative Bank, and he won the 4th championship. So I think, as I was saying, that foundation is critical. Even as coaches also play a very important role.
And a lot of times it's like I've seen you usually doing the recruitment, like you start a team from scratch. You usually don't pick like the ones that are already established. You normally start from scratch, recruit players, and then go to the league and win games.
Exactly.
What usually inspires you to do that, and why do you usually do that?
see where work is as a people is in the grassroots. Because this basketball will not survive if you don't have players coming in
from the grassroots.
That change. If you cut it off, then in the future, in the new generation will come, you won't have players. So I always have the passion of getting the young players. And it's easier, let me tell you today, it's easier to coach somebody who doesn't know basketball than coaching somebody already know. Because they come with an attitude that they already know. So they cannot take anything. But those young guys, or the youth, they listen, they improve very, very fast. And in my circle, there's so many people are produced from scratch, and you hear them talk everywhere. So I think even as I talk to other coaches, it's not about money. You must be selfless. You must serve these young people. They need us. It's just like going to school to get education. In sports, we are like teachers also. We need to produce more and more and more and more, so that one day that I'm not able to coach, I can walk to Nyayo Stadium, gym, and watch game when I'm old. Because I find people that I develop. They're still playing. They're still carrying the flag of this basketball, the game that we love so much.
All right. So what will you say is your coaching philosophy?
Personally, I believe in discipline.
Discipline.
Without discipline, you cannot do anything. Discipline, and these players must be coachable. Coachability is critical, because if you can't take anything coach is telling you, it will not work. And more so these people, these young people, there's something about young people. There's attachment that you have to be attached to. You must show love. You must show that you care. You know? I mean, I think you know what I've done. I go out of my way. I go out of my way, even go to the combine, buy shoes for these kids. You see? You must show love. So love must flow in the environment where you're having a program. They must see that you care. Some of them are quite much in touch with me than their parents. And that thing really humbles me, you know? Because if you don't do that, then you cannot make a difference in their lives.
So you kind of go to their personal level first, their personal lives, and you touch them from now, their personal lives.
Exactly, because a coach cannot get these kids. You don't know their background. You must see what is happening. There's so many things about these kids that I've found out that I cannot tell you here, but there's so many that actually it's not more about basketball. It's about you listening to them and fitting that shoe that they have. For you to go to the court, you must see where they're coming from. And then now they will take what you're telling them. You know? Because most of them, like now, I found one of the boys that I coached. I think you know him. You know Kawala. It's a single mother. My brother, he died or separated. But this boy passed. He could not go to school because of this. So the boy was really withdrawn. Sometimes the mother is calling me. She can't see the boy, he's lost. He keep on crying, he can't go to school. But now, when I knew that, when that thing came to me, when I had that information brought to me, I took the boy personally to coach and train him. And it did not take long. I took the boy to play with the track in CL. The boy was taken by Zed. You know Zed?
The one for
to Riara. Because the talent that is gone. So you see how basketball can change lives.
So it's more than basketball, like it's beyond the court. It's just the court and also outside the court.
Exactly. Now the boy went, finished his university. Now he's a happy person. He's working now. He's stable and he's working. And that's changing lives. It's about changing lives.
It's about changing. Okay, and what values do you try to instill in players?
That is tough. Because personally, I look at myself. What has brought me here? Integrity. Still don't have integrity. Being honest. Being truthful. Okay? It's very, very important. It's about character. It's about character. Because you don't expect me to coach these ladies. Now, out here, they're seeing my moral standing is questionable. Do you think they can listen to me? Yeah, you must, as a coach, you must stand out. You must stand out. They must admire your life. They must admire how you run your life. You don't cheat your players. You promise something, you do. You can't just say you're going to do it, you're going to do it. If you can't do it, don't tell them. Because these are young kids. They will remind you. So if you want to tell them something, or you want to give them something, be ready to give it. So those are the kind of values that I've seen in them. And I think all along where I've been, it has gone well, because I've seen all the players that I've coached. I always get feedback. They tell me, your coach, your player is this way, your player is that. So that tells me actually I'm bringing them in the right way. In the right way.
Okay. And what inspired you to become a coach?
First of all, I love the game. I have passion for this game. And that's a job that once said that you can't be a coach because you would push people the way that they do not like it.
Yeah.
And it's almost the same thing because the way I love this game, I want to see someone, I want to see me in somebody. You see, what I have, my knowledge and how I play this game, I want to see it in somebody. I really enjoy when somebody is doing something I want to do, like shooting. I love shooting. So when a player have that kind of interest in shooting, and I've taught them to shoot, that one really give me joy. So what I'm saying, what I can say is about empowerment. I love empowering these young kids to do sports. If they can get what I tell them, you know, someone else needs also see it, and that's how they get the opportunity to go. We've gotten so many people in high school to get scholarship, we've got to go to university, and it's lovely to get to change lives in that manner.
Yeah, speaking of the scholarship, we have seen quite a number of players transition and play overseas, like from here Kenya, they develop and then they go and play overseas.
Yes.
But in Kenya alone, we haven't been able to establish a good structure for basketball in Kenya. What will you say is one of the biggest challenges that hinders us from developing the game here inside Kenya?
I develop the game. I'll talk from my own perspective.
Yeah.
In the areas that I've tried to advance my career in basketball as a coach, or even developing my program. I started with Amoeba, now Tech. Tell me this resources. Like now you see, how many teams do we have in this country?
Well, that's few.
How many? Could just call them Nyayo and Kasarani. And you had the access to Kasarani. It's not very acceptable because of this distance also. And then you have one UCL. They are overwhelmed. They are quite overwhelmed. Now like Nyayo Stadium, you train there, you find basketball, volleyball, boxing, one. You know?
Yeah.
So even we have numerous parliament also train there. So I think first of all is financing. Starting from the facility. We don't have facility enough facility. You knew Price Center.
Yeah.
How many people train in the Price Center? So that's the problem. That's why
it's literally occupied almost the 24 hours.
Exactly. That's we talk about pipeline, Kasi, Nyayo, Utawala, even Doni. Some people come from Soweto.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
Look at the Tasia. So imagine all that, and you have youth that number. One time I had over 200 youth, over 200 youth coaching up there. So in time when I had to take, and then we have also the other senior guys are coming to train. I couldn't run up right. It was so difficult because there's no coach. So it's a challenge, resources, both facilities, and even managing these people. Life has become so difficult. No, because as again, growing in basketball is hard work.
Yeah.
Sometimes you push these people a lot, but sometimes you can't go without money. You need also something to go home and eat something. So resources is one of the biggest drawbacks in advancing this game.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and maybe from your perspective as a coach, maybe we can say there are quite a number of coaches who are struggling, for example, even earning the respect and also driving the team to win games and all that, but they fail to do that. So you as a coach and as an experienced coach, what can you tell maybe these other coaches that they need to instill in them so that they can also earn the respect from players and be able to drive teams to win games and bring that competitive spirit in the country?
That's a good question. Team building is very difficult. To build a winning team is very, very difficult. And so it starts with the coach. You must set standard, good standards. It's about culture. The culture is great. The do's and don'ts, And also you must be represented as a coach. You don't a coach by name. You must be there. These people, you don't become late. They must find you there. It starts there. You set the pace. You see? But I'm sorry to say, but I already said, but most coaches, they have so many commitments. They coach 1 or 2 teams, 2 or 3 teams, and you'll find that you are late here. Sometimes you don't come here, so that they fall back or kind of they go back to bad habits, because you are here to build good habits. You see, so when I come here, I want to get to. I'm a defensive coach. That's one of my philosophies. Defensive. I'm totally, it. I'm totally defensive. So when I come here, I try to go defense. So when the day is allocated for training, I must come here and see that how is it working. So if I train it today, another 2 days I'm not coming. They slide back because wanaenda kucheza kaenda. So they will not mark that difficult. But see, I'm here every day and I'm following up. So I think it's commitment. As coaches, need to be committed and dedicated.
So it starts with you.
And you still discipline. You still discipline. No favoritism. That's another thing that hurts the leadership. If you start favoring, then you divide the team. It cuts across. if people are doing something, you know about it. We all run, we all do things the same thing. That's how we build a team, a united front that can win games. And then they have faith in you. They must have faith in you.
All right. So, and who are your biggest influence in the game of basketball?
Then locally or
Both locally and internationally.
those days, those days you go in the 80s, you are looking up to Jordan. You can see I'm all Bulls.
All Bulls, I can see that.
But we admire Jordan and the Bulls. But again, locally, I was. There are players that I admire. I would start with the one who coached me, Joseph Odiambo, from St. Teresa's. Most people know he's called Big Joe. He coached me from the scratch.
Yeah.
He's one guy who I didn't know him. I got it from one from reserve. So I didn't know Swahili well because I was born here, but I went home sometime and then I came back again. So it gave me, because the kind of the rule in St. Teresa's, if you have any player who is 6, must be in basketball.
Okay. As long as you have that height.
You got from one, you are taken already.
Okay.
So we are taken. The first thing he told us, in fact he gave us skipping rope. He told us not to touch the ball, just go and skip until that rope cuts off. Until it's cut. That's what we did. Me, I was never a top player. When I came, I just picked the ball out. So I realized basketball is football. And you can see what I always do with you guys.
Yeah.
I start down there. It controls everything. So that was helped me. So Joe Diambo was one of them.
I'm still using the same structure, by the way.
Yeah,
you know, it was a complete package for the legs.
And you see our big
it
men,
always works.
Exactly. You see our big men in the country,
Yeah.
they're struggling because of the football.
The food.
They never start down. So basketball is start down. That thing has helped me.
Yeah.
Even in my game, people saw me play. I was productive because of how I established my footwork. Okay, locally, I would say there are people I admired. Ronnie Wino.
Yeah.
So admire his game. A very energetic point guard.
Yeah.
And very tough. You know,
Nice. Yeah.
in fact, he even came and coached us sometime in Kananatu.
Yeah.
The last time he went to Mombasa, he was our coach.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's one person also admired this game.
Yeah.
Okay. So those are things that we don't take for granted.
Yeah.
You know, the guys who grew seeing them, but we grew together. We are not very far from him. I'm not very far from him.
Okay.
But we just like 8 years. Yeah.
So you guys, you inspired each other.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. And now, speaking of Michael Jordan, will you say between Michael Jordan and Steph Curry, who do you think is the greatest? Because for you, you are more of a shooting guard, and you developed your game through the shooting, and Michael Jordan is the one who inspired you to play the game. So how can you compare the two?
Talking about the two, comparing, I don't think comparison is the best way how to do it.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to compare.
Okay.
Jordan was an all-round player. People talk about passing. He passed, he used to pass.
Yeah.
But you see, like I coach now, I give my players roles. So we talk about Jordan, I was not passing. What was his role? You know? What was his role? He was supposed to score.
Yeah,
You see?
scoring.
Yeah, he was supposed to
Scoring
score.
machine.
Yeah, so that's what we're looking at. So I will not judge Jordan. I will not judge him that he was not passing the ball. And
Yeah.
That was his role to score.
Yeah.
You see? Steph Curry does well in his shooting. He does well in his shooting. But with the explosion that Jordan had, the explosion, the work ethics,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
you admire the way he moves the offense, the way he beats those guys.
Yeah.
A whole team could not match Jordan, a whole team. You know?
That is how tough he was.
And I don't think it was being created.
Yeah.
It was being created, those screens, the way Steph Curry
Steph Curry
is
is being
being
created for.
This one he used to get his own way.
Yeah.
The word he used to say that I will always find a way. I will always find a way.
Yeah.
So it's true. He will always find a way. No one was creating that way for him.
Yeah.
So I would appraise Jordan. Jordan was a bit advanced in his game.
Okay. So, and since the game involves a lot of creativity, especially when you talk about Michael Jordan, how creative he was, how he used to create his shot, how he used to finish around the rim.
Agility and versatility.
Yeah. Who else can you put on that list in terms of the creativity, in terms of finishing the game, scoring, and all that?
I don't think I will go very far.
Yeah.
His next boy there, Pippen.
Oh, Pippen.
Pippen, and then I will tell you who's this. Kobe who took it all from Jordan.
Ah, okay.
But what I like about Pippen is his demeanor.
Yeah.
His demeanor. He was a cool guy.
Okay.
And he worked so well with Jordan.
Yeah.
He was so smart. He gave Jordan room to operate.
Yeah.
He was operating.
Yeah.
But he respected the bigger brother.
Ah,
So yeah.
okay.
So I like the way they work together.
Okay.
And he also is believer in that.
Okay. And what achievement are you most proud of?
I look at the 4 championships won in 4 champions we won in KBF, KBF League. And then again, the heroes recognition that were awarded by His Excellency the President. It's really humbled. It humbled me. I knew that actually out here, what you do, people see. People see, you may not know,
you might not
but
know.
people see what you do.